hears a faint rustle and a low guttural sound. Rhea glances at her smeared map and realizes she is lost, feeling the weight of unseen eyes. She spots a crumbling stone archway entwined with roots and vines, etched with ancient symbols. Approaching the archway, she feels a strange chill and notices a metallic shimmer and a name carved in an unknown language. Rhea stands frozen in front of the archway, the jungle growing unnaturally quiet around her. A low, rhythmic thumping sound begins, growing louder as she swings the flashlight wildly. She steps through the archway, feeling a chilling breath, and enters a darker, denser part of the jungle. Rhea encounters a tall figure with a grotesque pumpkin-like head, carved with sinister symbols. The rhythmic thumping stops, replaced by the sound of something wet and heavy dragging across the ground. Rhea's flashlight dies, plunging her into darkness as the dragging sound grows closer. Cold brushes against her arm. She spins around, screams, but the figure is gone, leaving only the faint glow of the carved pumpkin. The whispers grow louder, calling her name as she notices the outline of a doorway behind the glowing pumpkin. Rhea walks through the dense jungle, the air feeling heavy and oppressive. She approaches a faintly glowing doorway, the only light coming from a dimly lit pumpkin. Rhea hears whispers calling her name, making her freeze in fear. She notices strange symbols and patterns burned into the ground around the doorway. A cold breeze sweeps through the jungle, carrying a metallic and sickly sweet scent. Rhea stumbles and falls, discovering blackened, sticky moss clinging to her hands. The whispers grow louder and more frantic, causing Rhea to call out, "Who's there?" The jungle responds with an eerie silence, followed by a low, guttural laugh. Rhea sees a shadowy figure moving quickly between the trees, its limbs elongated and unnatural. The rustling sound surrounds her, growing louder and more insistent. Rhea sees the figure again, closer this time, wearing a smooth, featureless mask. The figure raises an arm and points toward the glowing doorway, signaling Rhea to go through. Rhea steps back toward the doorway, the figure moving fluidly like a marionette. She presses against the cold stone of the archway as the whispers command her to enter. The figure crosses the boundary of the symbols, causing the jungle to erupt into chaos. The forest collapses inward as chaos erupts, with every sound amplified to a deafening pitch. Rhea presses herself harder against the cold, rough stone archway, trying not to move or breathe too loudly. A creature with lanky, distorted limbs steps into the circle of scorched earth, inspecting its surroundings with a glimmering mask. Rhea remains frozen in fear, her fingers clenched around the stone archway. The jungle pulses in rhythm with Rhea's racing heart, shadows twisting unnaturally, and a dark, viscous substance dripping from the creature's feet. Rhea stifles the instinct to cough as the creature's head snaps in her direction, the whispering voices urging her to come closer. The creature moves closer, its long skeletal hand outstretched, beckoning Rhea forward. Rhea takes a shaky step forward, feeling a magnetic pull from the glowing doorway. As Rhea reaches the doorway, the glow intensifies, and the archway hums softly. Rhea hesitates, glancing back at the creature, then steps through the doorway. The world shifts instantly as Rhea finds herself in a vast, cavernous space filled with ghostly mist. Rhea realizes the doorway she came through is gone, and the cavern stretches out in all directions. A soft, rhythmic tapping sound draws Rhea's attention to a figure emerging from the mist. Rhea notices the tapping sound is coming from above, where dozens of shapes with glowing eyes crawl along the walls and ceiling. Panic surges through Rhea as the shapes begin to descend and the whispers reach a deafening roar. A single voice cuts